Hey you guys, Coach Jordy here again. Today we're going to learn something a little different, not a normal sport. We're going to learn how to orienteer. So first thing we need to do, we need to learn how to read a compass. So the basics of a compass, we don't have an N on our compass as you can tell. That little arrow right there, that's our north. And we got east, south, west, of course, you know, your basic cardinal directions. This right here, this line, that's going to be our line of sight. So in order to find our line of sight, you might want to get down on a knee or just make sure you're keeping that compass flat. So let's just say I'm picking out that trash can down there from my line of sight. I might get down on one knee, make sure I'm flat. Line up my line with my trash can, making sure my compass is flat. Okay. So there we go, that's your line of sight. And the next thing you want to do, if you want to find the degrees, the angle which you might walk to get there, what you do is you're going to push this down, lock in the degrees. So that way you have a good angle and direction of where you're headed. So that's pretty much basics on how to read your compass. But in order to get to our trash can, if we're going to get there, we need to have a pace. So in order to find our walking pace, what we do is we'd mark off 100 feet, and we'd walk that 100 feet 5 times and count our steps. How we count our steps is, so I'm starting here, I'm gonna go off my right foot. So I'll go, when I step, that's when I'll count. So, excuse me, my left foot. So when I start, that's when I'll count. So it'll be 1, 2, every time my left foot hits. Okay, you count every other step. Next you wanna I'm sorry, you're gonna walk up 100 feet, you're gonna count your steps every time like that. 5 times, you total up all the steps, and what you'll do is once you get all your steps, you're gonna divide that by you're gonna take about 100, and then you're gonna get your average, that's your pace, it's gonna be your average steps. Say we want to get, so you can come right here. After we find our pace, we can get if we're looking to get our distance from our pace, all we're gonna do is take our feet per pace, multiply by our steps, and that's gonna be our distance from our pace. And if you want to get a different thing, our pace from our distance, you flip it and you divide your distance by your steps. So that's just how you can get to your point, making sure you have the right increments. We obviously, if we have a map, so I have a map right here. Say if we're gonna read our map, we have to have a key. So obviously there's our map. We have our key up here to the left. So we got our snowball stand, a hospital with an H in the middle of the little house, and then we got the park. So if, say we want to get to, I'm looking for a hospital. So obviously right here, they match up, H with H in the middle of a house. This is Jody Street. So if I want to get to the hospital, and I'm starting out off the top at Jody Street, all I'm going to do is I'm going to head south because we got our map right here. We're going to head south, and we'll take a left onto K Street right here. Or we'll go east, so we're taking a left and we're heading this way. East this way, head to the hospital. And then we have our measuring right here to make sure how far our distance is. So if you take it kind of about a thumb's length, about a thumbnail. So it'll be about 1, 2, 2.5, 3 miles, depending on how fast you're going. Just kidding, it's going to be 3 miles no matter what. But that's pretty much your basics on how to get from point A to point B orienteering. Thank you guys.